Do you struggle with hosting holiday meals? Are you looking to make improvements for next year? Well, you're in luck because today we're going to talk about how to organize the holiday meal aftermath to improve next year's celebration here on Get Organized with Jodi. Hi, I'm Jodi Granok. I'm a certified professional organizer with over 15 years in the field, and I just finished what I think was the best Thanksgiving I've ever had. It was really well organized and things went off so smoothly. But even still, during the holiday, I was taking notes and making plans to improve it for next year. And so I want to share those ideas with you so that you can take your holiday meals and improve on them for the next holiday or for the same holiday next year. My first tip is that you want to create a holiday recipe binder and a photo folder. So make a Word document on your computer that has all of your favorite holiday recipes, and then print them out and create a recipe binder with sheet protectors. The sheet protectors will keep each recipe protected from spills and stains. And then take photos of your holiday table with all of the things on it, all the decorations and setup, and a picture of your holiday buffet that has all of the food and serving pieces and utensils before you start the meal. And this will help you remember how everything was arranged if you liked it. So, my second tip is to evaluate your table and decor. So decide what worked and what things you might want to change or refresh for next year. If you need additional items, now is the time to buy them right after the holiday because you can get them for a deep discount. And then take your tablecloths and decorations and special things that you have for this holiday meal and put them together in a labeled bin so that you have everything ready to go next year. My third tip is to evaluate the menu and the recipes. So think back to the holiday meal that you just had. Did you run out of an item? Did you have too much of another one? Now is the time to update the serving sizes for next year and then save that information with your recipes. Speaking of recipes, this is the time to tweak and reprint any recipes if you want to make any changes. So I know every year it can be different how many people you're hosting. But for my family, we tend to have the same number of people, give or take a few. And I had some eye-opening information this year. There is always seems to be one recipe that people love and can't seem to get enough of it. And there's always a recipe that there was a lot of leftovers. And maybe you want leftovers, but maybe you don't. So I was able to take my recipes and tweak them to say, hey, we're going to make a smaller version of this recipe and a bigger version of this recipe. And I like to put off to the side how many people were eating it in that portion of the recipe. Sometimes I even make two versions of a recipe so that I don't have to do quick math when I'm getting ready for the holiday. And I can say, this recipe serves 16 people, this recipe serves 8 people. My fourth tip is to evaluate all the serving pieces and containers that you used for the holiday. So, again, you can create a holiday Word document that helps you remember all the serving platters and utensils and containers that you used and include what piece coordinates with what food item. So, you can also take photos so that you remember the layout of the actual spread. So I find this very helpful. My Word document is extremely detailed. It talks about what trivets to use, what spoons or forks or tongs, everything, what platter to use for what food. It's very, very helpful so that I can set out everything early and I'm not scrambling at the last minute to find the right things. My fifth tip is to evaluate the timeline. The best way to make sure that all of your dishes come out hot at the same time is to reverse engineer it. So take all your recipes, look at the cook times and temperatures, and then work backwards from the time that you want dinner to be served. And that'll help you make a timeline that you can have with you in the kitchen while you're preparing for holiday dinners. As you can see from the timeline I have here in this video, it's not just which oven to use and which food item goes in at which temperature, but your timeline can also include all the things you're trying to do while you're cooking those dishes, right? If you need to still set the table, or if you want to freshen up the bathrooms, or if you need to vacuum the living room, put all of that in your timeline and just follow the timeline. It takes all the guesswork and stress out of getting ready for such a big event. I hope you found this helpful. I know I'm already looking forward to next year to see all the changes that I've made and put into place. I encourage you to visit organizingmagic.com for more organizing resources, including our free e-newsletter and information about our monthly Zoom webinars, which are also free. And remember that new videos drop every Friday, so be in the know and click like and subscribe before you go so you never miss a single video. I'll see you next time.